Hey guys, it's Kevin, and happy Techsember. So I've been looking to upgrade my monitor for a while now. I wanted one that was bigger, color accurate, and ergonomic. And with Black Friday and Cyber Monday sales, I had no excuse not to buy one. So this is the LG 32-inch UltraFine Display Ergo, and it does everything I need it to. Today I'll do a quick unboxing, show you the setup process, and go over why this is the best monitor I've ever used. If you're interested, I'll leave a link to this in the description box below. So first things first, I need to remove everything off of my desk because this box is massive. Plus, it gives me a reason to redo my cable management. The new monitor will be replacing my old 27-inch one, which I used for over 3 years. Here's the box. Yeah, I know I didn't follow the instructions and opened the box from the wrong side, but I'm a professional. Inside the box, we get the monitor, of course, then there's a plastic bag with the necessary power brick, cables, and documents. And finally, the Ergo Stand, which I'll talk more about soon. Let's start with what's inside the bag. There's a grommet plate so you can mount the stand inside the desk by drilling a hole. Then we have a few cables, one for USB-C, power extension, the actual power cable, power brick, and HDMI cable. Okay, this is the Ergo Stand, and I'm very impressed with it. It's sturdy and quite heavy in order to support that 15-pound 32-inch monitor. Unlike my previous monitor arm, there are no tools required. LG should sell this arm separately since it's really good. The tube is made out of metal and has a nice matte black finish. The plastic centerpiece is for cable management. Along the bottom, there's a C-clamp, and it fits desks up to 3.5 inches thick. I'm going to mount it to the front of the desk as an example. Position the stand so it sits against the desk without any gaps, and tighten the screw on the bottom. You need to use the included Ergo stand since the monitor does not come with the traditional one. The arm moves very smoothly, but once the monitor is set, it'll take some effort to move it. Alright, after spending about an hour deciding on where to mount the Ergo stand, we just take the monitor, align it with the hooks on the arm, and boom. That's it. If you want to remove it, just press down on the button and lift the monitor out. I wasn't kidding when I said no tools required. So Ergo is short for ergonomics, and it can adjust to any setting you want. Height, extend, swivel, rotate, and tilt. If I was in an open area, the monitor can actually swivel 280 degrees. I'll fine tune it later, so let's move on to the back. The back of the monitor is a textured matte black plastic. It's fine with me since I'll rarely be touching the monitor. There's several ports on the back. USB-C, DisplayPort, 2 USB-A, 2 HDMI, headphone jack, and 1 for power. I mentioned earlier that the Ergo stand has some cable management built in. Just remove the top cover and the plastic strip, feed the cables through the tube, and put the strip and cover back on. I recommend extending the monitor all the way out before you feed the cables. That way, the cables have enough wiggle room just in case you want to rotate the monitor in the future. Since the monitor has a USB-C port, it doubles as a hub. So I can plug in an external SSD and a microphone to the monitor and have one USB-C cable from the monitor to the MacBook Pro. The single cable provides video, data, and power up to 60 watts. Now let's talk about the display. Its official name is the LG 32UN880B 32-inch UltraFine Display Ergo 4K HDR10 monitor. The screen is technically 31.5 inches, but it's an IPS display that supports 95% of the DCI P3 color gamut. So if you're watching a movie, writing a document, or editing a video, everything is going to look great. This display has a max brightness of 350 nits, which is quite low compared to the 14-inch MacBook Pro and iPad Pro. But to be honest, it gets pretty bright. I have mine set to either 25 or 50% depending on the lighting in the room, and I can see the screen clearly. The color accuracy is really good. It's almost as good as the MacBook Pro, but you know, mini LED versus LED. Here are the two side by side, and it's very similar. I sit right next to a window, but luckily there's an anti-glare coating on the display. Colors are a bit muted, but it's better than seeing reflections. Since it's an IPS display, viewing angles are pretty good at 178 degrees. Colors will shift the more you're off axis, but it's still great when moving it with the Ergo stand. When plugged into a Mac, there are only a handful of settings you can change within macOS. Resolution, color profile, refresh rate, HDR, and rotation. Basic settings like brightness and volume can only be changed through the monitor. Underneath the logo, there's a tiny button you can press. A quick menu will pop up where you can power off the monitor, switch inputs, adjust the picture mode, or dive deeper in settings. Here you can adjust the brightness, volume, and even standby time. And speaking of volume, there are two 5-watt speakers to the left and right side of the tiny button. It's not bad, but it's not good either. The sound is similar to listening to audio from a closed MacBook. They're good in a pinch, but most of the time, I'm using HomePod minis or AirPods. Right out of the box, this display defaults to its native resolution of 3840 by 2160. The UI and icons in macOS can look huge, so I changed the resolution to mimic a 6K monitor. I am sacrificing sharpness for more screen real estate, but I don't have perfect vision, and I sit far enough away that I can't even notice. So after changing the resolution, I'm more productive for content creation and work. I can have multiple apps open without compromising the amount of content shown for each app. On my old monitor, I snapped 2 windows side by side, but on here, I started to snap windows into thirds. Now this monitor retails for $700, but you can find it for a lot cheaper because of holiday sales. Even at full price, this display is definitely worth it. With its 31.5-inch 4K display, P3 color gamut, Ergo Stand, and USB-C, no wonder it was the #1 UHD monitor brand in the US for 3 years in a row. What do you think? Let me know in the comments down below. Thanks for watching, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you'll be notified when I post new videos. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye!